Hello friends, welcome back to This is the Police. Golden Bird reporting, a drunk student falls from the 5th floor window, injured. Accident at the reservoir, water runs out in 2 days. This fall, record rainfall in Freeburg. There's a balance there, I'm sure. So, yeah, welcome back. First video being recorded today, we have a stripe to give out. I know I'd played with the idea of giving Cook a stripe at some point. But I don't think we want that. I have to remind myself why I brought Ozaki over here and not one of the sort of lesser police. I think since Ozaki's here, we can go ahead and give him that stripe. I've had it pointed out to me that Beasley looks like Frankie Boyle. Oh, cutscene. Wow, first for a while.
You know when a police chief really feels his power? When he hires and fires people? When he throws folks in jail? When he's bossing everyone around all morning? No, there's no power there. Just bureaucratic red tape. Like directing traffic. Not that it's all bad. No, I feel it the most when people come to me with accusations. Accusations happen outside the law. They don't need to be rational or supported by evidence. They don't petition justice in the careful words of legal formality. No, an accusation is a personal cry, full of resentment or envy, a defeated moan, or an angry howl. The accuser rarely imagines you'll share their resentment, their envy, their hatred. No, but they do imagine that your love of power is so strong that you'll leap to decide the fates of others, happy just to take someone's word for the facts. Businessmen accuse the gangsters blame our public figures denounce politicians, the politicians point to the businessmen. When it comes to accusation, there's only one rule. Don't aim too high. If you overestimate your own importance, then complaining can cost you your life. So choose the easier path. Exaggerate as far as you can, and try to make your plea sound as sad and pathetic as possible. The accusation I received today sure didn't fit the normal mold. After killing Vikas Varga and routing his supporters, Sand further strengthened his already powerful authority. Even a month ago, anyone coming out against Sand would sound like a lunatic with a death wish. Today, it's the same thing as suicide. But the letter I'm holding in my hands directly connects Henry Sand, lieutenant of the Sand Mafia family, to the reported death of successful banker John Pazzi. Henry has a daughter, Marianne, a dancer, and apparently it all started with her. One day, Marianne danced in the title role of a production of Giselle, and Henry, proud father that he is, brought the whole family to the premiere, along with some of the family's business partners. Among their guests was the young banker John Pazzi. He couldn't keep his eyes off Marianne, but she ended up brushing him off. In response, Pazzi ambushed her one night after rehearsal, pulled her into his limousine, and had his way with the poor girl. After that, gentleman that he was, he drove the girl home and threatened that if she told anyone what happened, her mother would get the same treatment. But her father still managed to shake the truth out of Marianne, and he decided to take his revenge. Of course, Henry knew he couldn't just go with his instincts and put a bullet in Pazzi in broad daylight. The rich bastard was too important for business, and Henry is neck-deep in the family business, overseeing transportations for the Sand Mafia. He knew about every delivery delay, every car, and every shop. It was mostly thanks to Henry that the whole Sand operation rolls so smoothly. Henry has free access to all their off-book cars, and a tar-black motive. Yeah, he could easily arrange the death of John Pazzi as a drunken, late-night hit-and-run. But Henry Sand is smarter than that. If this story about Potsy is true, he'd more likely go to the boss and ask permission. I'd have figured this letter the ramblings of a retired gangster looking to spice up his life with little excitement. The way the letter started, "My dear little old cupcake," I had every mind to toss it in the trash. But something else got my attention. They're rarely ever signed, but this one ended Robespierre, and I doubt it's an imposter. No one would go against the most powerful group in the city, hoping to hide behind the name of some prankster clown. Like everyone else, I had no idea who Robespierre was or what he wanted. But there was no doubt that this guy was more than a little crazy. An arrogant psychopath. Could be dangerous. Definitely worth looking into.
Okay. So that was quite a chunk of storyline there. Go for a bit of Beethoven today. Day 29. Oh, we have to... Okay. An unidentified vehicle struck and killed the young banker John Patsy, then fled the scene. Glasgow and Beasley will have this done in no time. We do have 5 slots. We don't really have any officers worth hiring. Share of non-automatic weapon from the Mafia. $1,000, it'll do. Robbery, Bank of Freeburg. 3 armed robbers wearing masks entered the bank and demanded the manager open the safe. So, SWAT team. Oh, of course we don't have Robbins at the moment. He's out with food poisoning. So let's send Stovall and Ozaki. Our 2 most wonderful officers. With the exception of Chankit Pongdana. Investigation has started into the hit and run. It'll be interesting to see if it was actually Henry Sand. The bank is located in the city centre where there's a lot of traffic and civilians. Sneak up to the front window, take a peek, block the exit to the bank, take a comfortable firing position at the main exit. A woman's shouts can be heard from inside the bank. Wait until the robbers exit, get on the bullhorn, attention you're surrounded, storm the building, attention you're surrounded. Offender caught. Officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Assault in the trade unions building. You know what? Stovall is... obviously he's good at stopping delinquency. He stops bank robberies too. A young woman frightened to death just called in from the trade union. A drunken factory worker broke into the building. The same man who yesterday visited the union, demanding a return of the money that was withheld from his salary over the last 6 years. The man is shouting and threatening to break through the service window. Purdy and Simpson, out you go. Armed robbery, Sardia's jewellery store. We're gonna wait for Stovall and Ozaki to come back for that one. Oh. The trade union assault is more serious than they thought. Let's send out Grant and Godbomber for that one. Stovall and Ozaki are back. Wow, okay. Let's how long do we have? 20 seconds. Not going to be long enough. Stovall, Ozaki and Cook. with the SWAT team and the paddy wagon. Let's hope by the time you get out there, other people are back. Okay, that's an assault on the report on the assault. I think it went well. It did indeed. They are back in time. Let's send out Grant and Simpson with Godbomber to an assault at the Sophocles Theatre of Drama. During a production of My Sweet Juliet the Zombie, actors in the performance were buffeted by flying eggs thrown by someone from the audience. The assault was accompanied by shouts, "Shame! Necrophilia! How dare you mock such a classic!" According to the elderly theatre guard, the eggs were thrown by 10 young girls all dressed in white. Yeah, I thought they would want backup. Unfortunately, we only have Purdy. Fight in the Sawmill neighbourhood. That's going to have to wait, unfortunately. That may have to wait a little too long. As will this. The reception at City Hall doesn't have enough protection. The mayor urgently requests that you send more officers. Sorry, we're actually doing work. I don't know if you're familiar with this. Grant Simpson, Godbomber. All good. Report on the armed robbery. Offender caught. No one hurt. 10 seconds. This is going to be very touch and go. They're not back yet. Oh, just in time. Grant Simpson, Godbomber. The three of you worked well together last time. Go and take this one in. I should have read it, sorry. Armed robbery at the Sophocles Theatre of Drama. Jesus, it's all going down there today. 3 armed thugs managed to rob the audience of a playhouse. Before the civilians realised what was happening, the criminals had fled the scene. Until the last minute, everyone thought it was all just part of the show. The cloakroom attendant says that the robbers left in a yellow school bus. Stovall, Cook, take the paddy wagon, bring him in. Learned our lesson here, we're leaving 2 behind. Homicide at the gas station. There was a report on the fight in the Sawmill neighbourhood. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Homicide at the gas station. An eyewitness reported that a man drove up to a gas station, got out and shot the guy behind the counter with an automatic rifle. Now he's just standing there quietly, filling up his gas tank. This dude is crazy. We don't have the SWAT team to send to this one. We're definitely not sending 2 officers. Even late at night, finding the right bus wasn't too difficult. The criminals abandoned it less than a mile from a suburban motel. Check the motel, search the woods, search the bus. Let's search the bus. The motel manager reports 3 men threatened me with a gun when I said we had no more rooms. I put them in a room we already rented, but they won't be happy when our guests return. Order all civilians to return to their rooms, lock the doors, begin the assault, knock on the door, try to trick the gunman. Who's in there? You're in our room. I like that. It worked beautifully. I'm not surprised. It's Stovall. Stovall could make anything work. Right, we've got Grant Simpson, Godbomber back. We're gonna send out a sizable team on this one. If you need backup, we will have Stovall and Cook We do need 5, so having 3, not really enough. No new frames found in the unsolvable case. It's really annoying me. I'm not even going to look at it. I don't want to look at it. So, Stovall and Cook are back. Stovall's up to 705 professionalism points. That is the end of the day. Stovall's 29 and 3. They didn't need backup. Report on homicide. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Found an automatic weapon. No ongoing investigations, so we can just go ahead and sell that. And we'll also end the day. So that was quite a successful little shift we had there. And we're definitely on to have a successful shift B as well. More cutscenes. We're being spoiled here. Sally, what are you doing here?
Oh, Jack, you always come back so late.
What's wrong? Bad news?
Good news, Jack. Laura is ready.
Ready how? She's coming back? When?
Not that fast, Jack. Laura's ready to talk. But if she's ready to talk, she's getting ready to come back. You just need to find the right words. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I'm not an idiot.
I didn't ask for this, Jack. It's the middle of the night, and I'm alone on an old farm, 40 minutes away from anywhere, sat on a creaky porch, and now I'm getting snapped at. I came here so you could personally promise me that you'll be able to find the right words. So let's try again. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I can find the right words, Mrs. Markham.
That's good to hear. Tomorrow night at 3 o'clock at the Octopus Restaurant. You know it?
Yeah, but it's closed at night.
Oh, I've arranged for them to be open. Don't be late. But don't come too early either.
Mrs. Markham?
Yeah?
I should probably offer you some tea or something before you go.
Do you have any tea?
No.
Good night, Jack.
Oh. So is anyone else shipping Jack to get with the mother? No, didn't think so. Biannual report. More deaths than births in Freeburg. Debbie's Cafe charged with health and safety violations. Red Cat rescues girl from rapist. Red Cat could be a new gang. Possibly. Or it could just legitimately be a red cat, but that's very unlikely. Kemp needs to take her car into the shop. Can we spare her today? No. Yeah, we probably can. Yeah, go on then. I feel like I'm getting soft on them. I should have said no there. We can make requests from City Hall. Definitely an officer slot. SWAT upgrade and a raise. Don't really need a detective slot. That's just greed right now. A fight at Desire Park. Retiree Manny Versh called in a report of a fight between a little girl's father and a dog lover whose Rottweiler frightened the child. While the men were busy settling matters, the dog was spotted running toward the amusement park. Jesus, right. Pongdana? Shaw? Proceed. Of course it went well. Why wouldn't it? Unlawful assembly at City Hall. It seems City Hall is the unhappy target of a spontaneous demonstration. Some 20 people have gathered in protest against the increased garbage tax. The protesters are behaving peacefully, but are demanding to speak with city officials. I almost want to let them do it. Ozaki, Kubilius, Jorgensen, take the paddy wagon. And just don't do anything rash. Just, you know, keep them in line. City Hall, I mean, not the protesters. Hey. Robbery in the city centre. Tiffany Lee, while visiting the local mall, encountered a hooded man who grabbed her expensive bag and bolted. She immediately called the police. Isn't the mall safe anymore? That man must still be in the building. Please hurry. Pongdana, Murata, Tsubaki. Leaving Vandal and Shaw behind. Report on the unlawful assembly. Offender caught? You mean Mayor Rogers is in custody? Ah, if only. So this is the mall robbery. The offender attempted to escape the mall, but guards blocked the door. He turned and fled back inside, looking for another way out. Somebody stop that thief! The offender ran into the skating rink, slipped and fell on the ice. As he struggled to regain his footing, he pulled a knife from his pocket. Use pepper spray. It's nice having a really good officer. In fact, we have a couple of really good officers, to be fair. Counterfeiting at Desire Park. A woman put up a tent in the park and is inviting everybody to come buy a new highly profitable currency which will rise 10 times in value over the coming weeks. A long line has already formed and people are starting to push and curse each other. Ozaki, take Shaw and Kubilius with you. Leave Vandal and Jorgensen. I remember a time when Vandal and Jorgensen at 430 and 290 would be our dream team. It's nice to be in the position where we have several better officers. Ozaki, Shaw and Kubilius would like some backup. Pongdana, Vandal, Jorgensen, you head off. Leave a couple of members of Team Asia for this theft at a bus stop. Frank Conroy's wallet was stolen at the bus stop. He quickly noticed the loss and is hunting for the pickpocket with his friends. The group is blaming everyone in sight and the situation is quickly escalating. The matter may soon come to blows. Definitely one for Team Asia there. We have a report on the counterfeiting. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Loot found. Money. Hopefully a lot of money. Launder that money and get it back to us, please. Disorderly conduct at St. John's Hospital. A man came to the hospital with a very large dog. The dog was on a leash and wearing its muzzle, but it was growling and jumping on the other patients. The duty nurse warned the man that it was against hospital policy to bring animals into the building, but the man just snarled at her and refused to listen. I was about to say, if the guy gives Ozaki any trouble, he'll just make some soup out of it. Oh dear. Mass riot at the Corn Monument. This will be because it's being taken down. Yeah, approximately 100 people have gathered in the park to protest the construction of a new casino near the cemetery. Soon after, a group of pickup trucks pulled up and several strong men climbed out. Without saying a word, they began to fight with the demonstrators. I think we send everyone we have left. I think we apologise for clicking off the screen there. Fontana, Vandal, Shaw, Kubilius, Jorgensen, SWAT team, paddy wagon. Let's check in on the theft at the bus stop. Yeah, never in doubt. Zaki on his way back from the hospital. Yep, unsurprisingly that went well too. The fight is in full swing and some of the combatants are carrying weapons. Shoot into the air in an effort to pacify the crowd. Surround the park and order everyone to calm down. Enter the fight and attempt to detain the hooligans. Surround the park, everyone calm down. No issues. Assault at the Live Good Mini Market. Brackets, parking lot. A young DJ, upon exiting a store, ran into a strange looking man wearing a black and red robe. First the man knocked his energy drink from the DJ's hand, then told him of the merits of drinking human blood. His demeanour became threatening, and he demanded money for protection from the forces of darkness. A fight between the two men erupted, during which the DJ suffered several bites. The attacker then began to accost other passers-by, including a frightened group of teenagers, and then sunk his teeth into the shoulder of an elderly woman. We have a vampire in our midst. Team Asia? We'll sort him out. Team Asia are the only ones out now. Approaching midnight, a couple of hours left of the day. We have a report on the homicide, no new frames. Maybe the answer is there. And a report on the vampire assault. Again, no issues. We do not have a single cop under 300 on shift B now. Let's end the day. I wonder if we can let it run to 3 o'clock. We shouldn't. We'll probably miss the cutscene if we do. Yeah, there is one. I thought there would be.
According to Mrs. Markham, I was supposed to spend all day thinking up the right words. But to my surprise, I did my best work when I shut my head off. I didn't even want to think why Laura decided we'd meet at 3 o'clock in the morning, and in a restaurant we'd never gone to. I didn't know what to tell her, and something tells me she's no more ready for this meeting than I am. By nightfall, I finally stopped worrying. The right words would come when they were needed. And if they don't come at all, then so be it.
Fuck.
I've heard said, when you're knocked out by a single blow, you don't have time to feel any pain.
No.
Well, that's a lie. It's painful as hell. Every day I spent in that coma, the pain was unbearable.
How many days do we lose? I was gonna end the video there. the fuck?
Yeah, I heard about that already. But what if they decide to spill it to the papers? We need to start thinking now about covering our asses. I know people who can deal with this, but they'll need at least a week. Plus, if we want to...
Lieutenant Stat, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have Jack Boyd on the line.
Who?
Jack Boyd, sir. He's calling from the hospital.
Gibson, I'll call you back. Don't do anything without my team. Jack, well, wow. I didn't know you were awake. Doctor said you could be in that coma for months, even years. How are you feeling?
Tell me who's in control, Martin.
I don't think I follow you.
For God's sake, Martin, tell me it's you running the department and not some stooge from the mayor's office.
Yes, Jack. I am performing the duties of the police chief, but the new man's coming on Saturday, Kevin Paulson.
Kevin Paulson?
Yes, it's the guy from the...
I know who Kevin Paulson is. Now listen carefully, Martin. I'm coming back to work. I'm Freeburg's police chief, and it's gonna stay that way for another 4 months. Now you get on the phone and do whatever needs to be done. You run into any problems, threaten them with the media, court, or blackmail. But I don't think they'll give you any trouble. The mayor knows it's easier to just wait until the winter than deal with a scandal. Oh, and assemble a press conference.
Listen, Jack, I know the truth is on your side, but you have to take into account...
Martin, how long since you transferred to my department?
Coming up on 5 years now.
How many times in the last 5 years have you come to my birthday party? How many times have you come to the farm when I had the boys over?
Never had the pleasure, but...
Never. Because you couldn't care less. And I don't care for you either, Stat. It wasn't me who appointed you deputy, and you wouldn't have been my first choice. But if you do ever come over to my house, you won't miss the big hole in my backyard. Garbage pit. You know, for old rubbish. A smelly hole filled with rotten furniture and other crap. So, Stat, if I even for a moment doubt your devotion, you'll go straight into that pile of trash. Maybe you'll get to catch up with some old friends. You remember Kendrick, don't you?
I'll schedule the press conference for tomorrow, all right, Jack?
The day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going shopping.
So this video is turning out to be quite long. Now you have a new car! Wow, we hope it will help you fulfill all your secret dreams. Now you have new clothes, we hope they'll make you feel younger. Now you have a new hairstyle. We expect this luxurious head of hair will easily convince everyone that you're a king among men. Now you have a new attitude. From now on you're a true warrior, one who will not suffer the idiots who stand in his way. You're independent and self-confident. One last detail is missing: fashionable sunglasses. They'll give a final touch to your new image. The image of the peerless tiger. Saleswoman, good morning. How can I help you? Thank you, I'll get what I need myself. Thank you, I'm used to making decisions without any assistance. Thank you, I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what I want. Green shades, of course. Why not? These glasses tell everyone that you'll stop at nothing. Can I? Nope. Just have to go for them. Now you have new fashionable sunglasses. May they transform not only your appearance, but how you feel. You don't get a do-over. I presume it's the same dialogue for each of them.
No, that would be too much.
I just wasted $500.
Wow, Jack, what's with the outfit? You planning on...
The pit in the backyard, Martin. Always remember about the pit in the backyard.
Don't talk to anyone before the press conference starts. I'll try to get you on stage quickly. Kevin Paulson is here. He wanted to...
Jack! I hardly recognize you. That's quite an image for a man like you. An old dog with a new trick, right? We should see each other more often. How long has it been?
Last time I saw you, I fired you, Kevin.
You mean the day I resigned in protest over the corruption and lawlessness at your police department, right?
Yeah, repeat that shit often enough, someday you might start believing it.
You know, Jack, I'm glad that everything turned out so well. Unlike you, I've made good use of the past 7 years. My new construction company keeps getting jobs from the city, and we're doing really well. I have a new house, new hobbies, even a new wife. Maybe you've met her, Shelley Rogers.
Oh, Shelley Rogers. So you really are in bed with the mayor.
It's a dream come true. All my dreams have come true. Only one thing remains. To bring order to the Freeburg Police Department.
You being serious, Kevin?
I'm serious as ever, Jack. I'm the most serious man you know.
It's not often you see the past and the future Freeburg police chiefs at the same press conference. I hope you have time to talk, Kevin. There's something we need to discuss. Jack, the reporters are waiting for you.
My retirement plan somehow just got turned into a circus. Fortunately, I'm pretty good at swallowing swords and jumping through burning hoops. They all seem to like it.
Good morning. Mr. Boyd, is that a new hairstyle? Yes. I feel like a different person, so I figured I'd look like one too. Do you know the person who attacked you? No, hard to say. I just need time. I don't remember much about that night, but my doctor says my memory might return. City Hall has yet to give a definitive answer as to whether you'll be turning to your post. Do you believe Rogers will decide in your favour? Of course. I'm Freeburg's chief of police, whether he likes it or not. Do you think what happened to you somehow affected you? I only have one option here, it's we'll see. Well, I guess let's wait a bit and find out. Thank you. No, sir, thank you. Okay. So that was a slightly longer episode than initially intended, but quite a lot of story, and somehow we've gone forward a whole month. Jesus. Okay. So maybe this series won't quite be as long as I anticipated. But thanks for watching, friends, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.